So welcome back everybody. Here you can see that there is a jumbotron. I'm removing the jumbotron because we do not need the jumbotron anymore. That was only for showing you how it works. So by the way, there is the navigation area, and inside the navigation area, you know what I'm just doing. I'm just putting the class of navbar, and then navbar inverse, save and go to the browser and refresh. Oh, nothing is happening, which means I have to do okay the navbar, save and refresh. Now I got the navbar here, as you can see, looking perfect, but we need to do some more things, some more interesting thing there. So I'm just going to the notepad back, and what more I'm just doing, I'm just going inside this element and then just first of all just creating a div, and there adding in space and then the class. So which class I'm just gonna add here? The navbar header. Okay, now navbar header should be inside the, I'm just gonna create another div here, and what I'm just putting inside this div as a class is the container fluid. Now cut this one, the header, paste there and just put enters, and then the a tag hyperreference, and cover this one and make it a class of the navbar brand. Okay, save, and then this is confirmed. Going to the hyper reference and just putting the hash right now, and there I'm just typing the blog. I can type anything, whatever I prefer. Going to the notepad, the browser, and refreshing. Now I got the text here. Some more things we need to do. I'm going to the notepad back, and actually just after this navbar header, adding an enter and adding the div again, and then just going to the first one tag and adding the another class. Well, there we have to remove the div because I'm just gonna put the ul instead of the div. So now just simply type div the ul here and go back to the class, and then there I'm just putting the nav, and then the nav, wait for a while, the nav bar nav. Okay, clear. Going inside this and adding some more things, some allies. Okay, right now I'm just typing here the home, and then the science, anything you just want to put you can put. So whatever is coming in my mind I'm just typing there. Technology and health, any kind of article which you can put, you can insert here. Health, then the knowledge, anything, whatever, because this is a test site. Going to the browser and refreshing. Now I got the text here which is actually not in the perfect manner, means I have to do some more things, and I got the problem. Actually all these things, the homes should be inside the a tag, because you know that all of them are actually the, wait for a while, yes, yep, this is completed. Now all these tags are actually the anchor tags, because we have to make them linkable. Refresh. Now this is perfectly mannered. Now what more I'm just gonna do is going to the notepad back and actually creating another new file and saving. Now what I'm just doing, going inside the CSS, going inside the CSS, and there I'm just creating a style dot CSS. Now what I'm just doing, actually you can understand that I'm just trying to apply the new style.css file, but right now I'm not only putting the new style sheet, but I will edit the bootstrap. Well, actually I won't edit the bootstrap, I will edit the bootstrap things in the style.css. This will be more easy for us. Save, and nothing is there in the style.css, so it won't work. So I'm just gonna start editing the bootstrap things, and first of all I'm just going to the index.html, and actually here I'm just applying a background just for showing you. I'll remove the background, but right now I'm just applying a background on the body, and I'm just typing the background, for example silver. Okay, save, but go to the browser and refresh. Now there is a silver background. Going to the notepad back, if I just remove the navbar inverse and save and refresh, then there is no effect at the back of this thing. So what we can do, if I just go to the style.css and I just type here the dot navbar custom, okay, and there, or I can type the custom style, anything, whatever you prefer. The custom is okay. There I'm just putting the background, okay, and putting the white color as a background and saving and going to the browser. Oh, before going to the browser we have to go to the next.html and then we have to apply the navbar custom, save and go to the browser back and refresh. Now you can see that the white color has been applied there, but definitely for in this case, you know that we have to edit the color theme as well. The color is right now the blue, so going there, clicking on install.css, pressing enter, and navbar custom a, I'm just talking about the a tag of the navbar. So there I'm just adding the color, I'm just putting gray. I can type any color whatever I prefer. So refresh that. Now everything is turned on the gray tone, that means it's working perfectly. So what more we need to do, we can do another thing. As I said that I'll just edit the bootstrap. So if I just remove the custom and type inverse and save and refresh, now this is the inverse style, the common style. So going to the style.css and there I'm just removing the custom and just typing inverse, okay. It means directly I'm just renaming the inverse class. Now refresh that. Now you can see that it got the white color, but the gray color is, the gray text color is still on it because we just didn't apply the navbar inverse. If I just copy the inverse here and if I just edit the navbar inverse a tag effect, then refresh, now you can see that it is totally same. If I just remove this chapter, now go to the browser and refresh, now nothing happening new, just because that the navbar inverse has the class for the a tag, but we only edited the class of the navbar inverse for the background. And the other thing is you can see that it's has the rounded corners. So if I just click the to the notepad and type border radius, okay, and I just put the border radius 0, okay. Now save and go to the browser back and refresh. Now you can see that the navbar border radius has been removed. Back to the notepad and press enter, and now simply border, okay. I'm just typing 0 because I just don't want any kind of border. Refresh, now I just lost the border as well, okay, the black border which is on the navbar inverse. So in this way we can easily edit the bootstrap. I hope you understood. Well, this is not necessary to use the do any addition on the navbar inverse or the navbar custom, whatever. You can do anything on the any element of the bootstrap. So for example, I'm just showing you another thing. This is the navbar. After the navbar, I'm just creating another div just for showing you that we can apply the bootstrap editing anywhere. So there I'm just using the jumbotron again, jumbotron, save and go to the browser and refresh. Now this is the jumbotron you can see, okay. So going to the notepad back and actually going to the style.css and then .jumbotron and adding some special effects here. Now I'm just typing the background, okay, and blue, just put it the background as blue. Refresh, now it's blue now. So this is called the editing on the bootstrap. I can do anything. For example, I can change the size, I can change the width, I can change the height, whatever I prefer. So guys, I hope you understood all the things about the editing the bootstrap and customizing the bootstrap. We'll learn some more things in the next class because definitely we need to customize the bootstrap. So stay tuned and goodbye.